About a year ago I built this pergola. It has a high ceiling and 4x6 beams, and the Catio is going to have large scale beams as well. The chicken wire, or in this case I guess cat wire, is 4 feet wide, and a way that I came up to have these beams 4 foot on center is a spacer down there. You cut it so that it's 4 feet center to center. You clamp them all in place, square it out, and screw in your angle brackets. Works out pretty well. I live in a dry climate, so I didn't spend money on pressure treated wood, but I did pre-paint the bottoms, the parts that are going to go into this galvanized steel standoff. Okay, the main framing is in. The wire rolls are 4 foot on center, and these right here are 4 foot on center. And I really lucked out as far as the spacing. Works out well against the side of the house. Didn't need a 1 foot section over here. In this section, the decision had to be made to make these two center ones 4 foot instead of dividing them all up in threes. Thought that looked better. On this side is going to be a barn door, and the reason for that is the grass is higher than the tile here, so it wouldn't swing out. Barn door is going to work really nice, especially since you don't have the extra thing on the bottom. You can wheel things in and out. Here's what the framing looks like from the outside. You got that piece on the bottom to attach the wire up and around. This bench here is not just for humans. The purpose of the bench is to push the screen out as far as possible and make the Catio as big as possible. Easiest thing to do is just to frame up these 2x4 walls this way, raise it up, and then that's it. But then you'd lose all this space over here. Another reason for that benchy thing is you can get the weed whacker and the lawnmower under there. Up in here it's going to be kind of a mezzanine level on the other side. Here's another shot of the outside. This is going to be the mezzanine level where the shelf comes out this way. This is a sun pergola, not a rain pergola, and one of the challenges I'm going to have is how to fill this in. I'm not sure how to do that yet, but I'll figure it out. Okay, the Catio is done. Or shall I say the Catio enclosure is done. This video is not about all the ramps and all the fun stuff the cats have to play with. But the enclosure is done, and it looks absolutely magnificent. I did build in this balcony or mezzanine level. Here's what it looks like from up top. Good view of the garden and all the birds and all the fun stuff the cats can watch. The barn door looks quite good from the outside as well. Here is the outside view of the bump out, aka a lookout tower. For a long time I was stuck on how to enclose this section right here, but it worked out really well. I eventually figured out the latches for the barn door. It's got some beaner clips in there. And this is an opening, it's not going anywhere. I was correct, there's room to get the weed whacker underneath there and also the lawnmower. The fans up here are going to be a great joy when it gets hot out. There are 2 electrical outlet box here for when the lighting comes. Most Catio builds I see have a 2x2 mesh, but this is a 2x3. Makes it a little bit more open so you can see through, and it's still plenty strong. Cats aren't getting out. Putting this bench here and this bump out here was a great idea. It's going to be couches and all sorts of stuff out here, including a television, and it's almost like adding 200 square feet to the home. One of the best things is that the Catio enclosure is not part of the original pergola structure, so if for some reason this needs to be removed in the future, it all comes right down. Almost everything is put together with angle brackets, and I painted them black so that they hide away. Here's another shot about how the Catio enclosure is not part of the original pergola structure. You're definitely going to need a wireless staple gun for all the staples for the chicken wire or Catio wire. Since I worked by myself, what I did is I strung a plumb line. And then I put in nails in the upper corner, and then you can hold this in place temporarily as you staple it into place. Worked really well. Not including the fans and the special wiring and the electrical outlets and the dimmer switches, the cost of materials was $800 for the Catio wire and the wood. Half of that was the Catio wire. The cost of these galvanized steel fence post standoffs added up, there's 12 of them. Alright everybody, that's it for this video. Hope this is inspiring to you if you want to build your own Catio. Now if you excuse me, it's time to make all sorts of ramps and fun play toys. Okay, I changed my mind. Through the wonders of video editing, I can now put in some footage of the finished Catio, or at least almost finished. It is a human-centric catio, so we hang out here. We got the barbecue grill, we got a swing, a bench for the humans. There's a little girl hiding. There you are. Got a table out here. We really enjoy hanging out here, having meals, and of course the cats absolutely love it. Catio is black and the cats are black, so sometimes we can't even see them. Okay, once again, I hope this video is helpful and inspiring to you. If you want to build a catio, go for it. They'll love you for it. And don't forget, cats need vegetables too.